Hey everyone, this is a behind the scenes look at my recent trip to Arizona and Utah. I'm gonna show you some really cool public spaces I visited. First off, we're gonna start at this really cool city park. It is right on the outskirts of the zoo. It's about a 0.2 mile hike. Really easy, not too strenuous. And we're gonna see what this place is all about. Super quick to hike up to. Not really an arduous hike, but it is windy, so you want to be careful and be wearing tennis shoes like I am. So you can see downtown Phoenix to our right, the airport to our middle, and immediately below is the Phoenix Zoo and some really cool fishable ponds. So it's a nice view from here. Hi everyone, as you know, we are visiting some public spaces all across the American West, and one of our first spots that we're going to visit is Agua Fria National Monument. This is situated about an hour north of Phoenix as you're making your way up to Flagstaff. This monument was established in 2000. It's a fairly new one. It's about 70,000 acres, and as you can see, very desert shrubbery here. There's a lot of wildlife. There is the Agua Fria River that runs through it. It is managed by the Bureau of Land Management, so it's pretty hospitable and accessible to the public. And we're going to discover what is here, but I wanted you guys to see for yourself what Agua Fria is like and how you can access these spaces with relative ease. What are you filming right now? I'm filming some cactus and a vantage point. We just had some phenomenal Mexican food in Sedona, Arizona. A great little stop. It's known for its red rock byways and then just red rock structures everywhere. Madison, how do you rate Arizona so far?
We love the Southwest, man. Great time.
So she's only had a foray into here, a little bit in Phoenix. I have gone to the Grand Canyon State before, but it was like almost 20 years ago. Sedona's really cute. I wish we had more time to explore it, but we are now heading through Flagstaff to go to Grand Canyon National Park. I've been to Grand Canyon, as I mentioned, and we're gonna use my new handy dandy America the Beautiful Pass to access it and access a lot of parks throughout this video. Look out for Grand Canyon very shortly. We have made it to the Grand Canyon. It's good to be back. We're in the South Rim portion. I forgot to mention we're in the South Rim portion. I can maybe mention that as we walk. I believe I came to the North Rim portion the last time I was here. It was around sunset, so I don't remember, but it is just as beautiful as ever. Look at that. We're gonna hike down to that point where everyone is congregated and see what it is all about again. But it is great, great, great to be back in the most grand of all places, the Grand Canyon. Walking, walking. Oh, this is an even better view. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Hell yes. We're at the Mather viewpoint in the south rim of Grand Canyon National Park.
Wir waren wir nicht, das ist neu.
Und auch nicht dieses
Da hinten, ja, da waren wir,
okay.
das waren wir, aber hier nicht. Und den nächsten, ich nochmal hier in der Richtung. Wenn es
She's thinking about it, isn't she?
Coming from Flagstaff to southeastern Utah, we're making a detour in Monument Valley, which is on Navajo Nation land, separate from the national parks, but it's so beautiful. I've always wanted to come here, and now I get to experience a little bit of it. You probably have seen these iconic red rock structures before, but seeing it in the flesh is really cool too.
Okay, now see,
Right.
so they knew what they were doing only 700 years ago. This ruin reflects the full range. So many novice riders with us, we didn't dare go up.
We're on to day 3, day 4 of filming. We have just concluded our stay in Monticello, Utah, where we stayed at this amazing Airbnb that you saw clips of before. We're now making our way to Moab to visit 2 national parks, Canyonlands and also Arches, where we have a timed entry ticket sometime this afternoon. But it's been really cool to see Bears Ears and explore small town USA with the Utah flair. And Madison, what do you think of this part of Utah?
So vast, so big.
Not all deserty. It's very different from where we were coming from in Arizona. So we are liking this portion of Utah. I haven't gone this way before. I've gone the western side of the state. So it's nice to explore this new part. And we're hopefully gonna get some hiking in. It's supposed to get warmer today. It's kind of chilly in the mornings. We're in the mountains, so as to be expected. But it's gonna be warm coming up in the next few days while we still travel. We're going to enjoy Moab, what it has to offer.
Play placed it.
No, that is me.
We transition from this one and then fade into the real one.
I'll do one of you. Hey everyone, checking in from Canyonlands National Park just outside Moab, Utah. We're in the Island in the Sky district, which is one of 3 or 4 districts that are found within the park. The park is about 340,000 acres. It's a little smaller compared to some others, but it is just as beautiful. There are lots of arches, there are a lot of canyons, some cedar trees. Looks very much like a lot of the other places we've been visiting here in southeastern Utah. The red rocks are very signature features here. So we're gonna go check out this first overlook. One point of interest here in Canyonlands National Park is the Mesa Arch. We're about to go on the trailway to go see the arch. It's about a 0.6 mile hike round trip from what I had read. So not such an arduous hike, of course, because it is starting to approach summer. We're in more arid conditions. I have some water with me to stay refreshed. They always recommend, and you see signs all over the park to say to have water handy. So I have water handy, and we're gonna see what this arch is all about, since it is a focal point here in the national park. Here's more of the Island in the Sky district, and you can see towards our left that is the Mesa Arch. There are easy markers here to signal where you have to walk. So really easy, moderate hike for those of you who are interested in exploring some off the beaten path places in national parks such as Canyonlands. So really easy to get to. We find ourselves in Arches National Park, next door to Canyonlands and just north of Moab. We're going to go see the famous Delicate Arch, hiking the upper Delicate Arch Trail. It's about 0.5 miles, hopefully a quick hike. Oh, but look, I can see it right here actually. There's the famous arch, and hopefully we'll get a closer view, but it's just right here if you guys can see it to the upper left. Madison, where are we now?
We are in downtown Salt Lake City, baby.
We're rounding out our second to last day of filming. Gonna show you guys some sights and sounds in Salt Lake City before we head over to Antelope Island, where there are some bison, some newborns, some regular bison, and it's supposed to be a really pretty view of the Great Salt Lake. I've heard about it, never been, so really excited to have our last film spot over there. We're gonna meet with a new friend of mine and talk about it, but first you guys are gonna get a view of Salt Lake City and what it has to offer. It's actually a very beautiful town. I was last here about 4 years ago for the Western Hunt Expo. That was in the winter time. Now it's May, it's 4+ years later, and excited to see what has changed in the last 4 years. Hey everyone, checking in from Antelope Island, just outside Salt Lake City. You can see the Great Salt Lake behind me. The water's a little down. Some of the mountain vistas too that kind of surround the greater Salt Lake area. This is really cool. We're hoping to see some bison as we round out our trip here to the Beehive State. To get into Antelope Island, if you're out of state, it's about $15 per car for up to 8 people. Very good deal. Right now it's gnat season, so if you see these bugs like attacking me, that's why. It's trying to ward them off from attacking my face. But anyway, it's beautiful. It's like a balmy high 60s, low 70s. And we're going to see if we can find some bison as we round out our trip here. We're at our final spot. This is Horseshoe Bend in Page, Arizona, which sits on the border of Utah and Arizona. It is a very nice site. People come here to photograph it on Instagram, but it's a lot more than just an Instagram check-in. Now I'm gonna get a taste of it. Are you excited, Madison, to see
Heck yeah,
Horseshoe Bend? Let's do this. This is Horseshoe Bend. Totally worth paying $10 cash to get in. Very nice view. And a hit with tourists alike. I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube vlog of all of the places and interesting critters and other landmarks that we saw on our behind the scenes look into our new Conservation Nation series episodes with an emphasis on public lands in Arizona and Utah. So check out these places. I will include everything in the link notes below for you to check out destinations. Everything is accessible. Definitely invest in an America the Beautiful pass. I like that, and I will be making a review as to why you should invest in one. And in the individual places where you have to pay separately, it's affordable. It's like between $10 to $15 to enter different places, nothing more than $20 per car. So hopefully you'll check out those options, subscribe to the channel, and give me your recommendations if you like this video or not. Comment below if you liked the sights and sounds that we explored here in this behind the scenes vlog. Just put your general comments and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. We're going to populate the channel more this summer.